Hi everyone, want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Lesson in 5. The Lesson in 5 is a weekly program where we summarize the Sabbath School Lesson into 5 main points. If you're new around here, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. Our Sabbath School lesson for this week is Waging Love. I'm really excited about this week's lesson, and you want to watch this video right until the end. Waging love is what we are talking about. Many times it's easy to respond with hate for hate. When someone does evil, you want to really show them what you're made of, and you want to return evil with evil. But many times the best way to disarm hurtful and harmful actions is with love. Buy something free. Isaiah 55 verse 1 and verse 2, Isaiah gives an open invitation for everyone to come and buy bread without cost, milk at no price. Why does he use the word buy? Isaiah wants to emphasize the fact that what is being given is really not free. And he's of course talking about salvation that is offered to us for free. But though it's free to us, salvation cost God everything. And this Isaiah emphasizes by using an oxymoron. He says, come and buy without cost. Buy for free. That free gift of salvation given to us cost God everything. High thoughts and ways. When you really look at the ways of God, they are far superior to our ways and our thoughts. Isaiah here isn't just speaking about the ingenuity or the mind of God, but he's really speaking about the plan of salvation. When we really look at the mechanics of it, sometimes it's a plan that is deceptively simple, a plan that is simple yet complex, a plan of salvation that is mind-boggling and blowing. Sometimes it's better for us not to try to understand it all, but rather to accept it. But we are also told that we're going to continue to study the themes of salvation throughout eternity. A broad and deep theme is the love of God, a theme that continues to amaze the human mind. Fast friends. And here, pun is intended. We are speaking about fasting in terms of not eating, not fasting as in terms of, or fast in terms of moving quickly. The kind of fast that God requires is outlined in the book of Isaiah, in particular Isaiah chapter 58. The people cry to God and say, look, we are fasting, but you're not giving any attention to our fast. It seems like you, God, are not doing anything about our situation. Then God goes on to outline the kind of fast that he requires. God requires not a fast of us just going hungry or kind of a hunger strike to God, but the kind of fast that he requires is for us to act justly with the people who are around us. Fast fight. Again, here pun is intended. The people of Judah were so corrupt that they had forgotten what it really means to worship God. They were willing to fast and go hungry for days on end, yet while they fast, they're mistreating their workers, and God would have none of it. God was not interested in a religion of the mouth without the heart. God expects our religion to work in our societies. God expects that when we fast, fast, we don't only avoid eating meals, but God expects that we do justly, that we give food to the hungry, that we make sure that those who are in our employ are well taken care of. God is insisting and insistent on the point that he wants his people to exercise social justice. Prayer needs to be conducted in the context of us doing the best we can to bring in a just society. A time for us. The Sabbath is a weekly day of rest that God has given us. In Isaiah 58, it's speaking about the Day of Atonement in particular. But this can also extend to the weekly Sabbath that we celebrate. There are three things that are important about the Sabbath. The first is social kindness. The Sabbath needs to be celebrated in a context of social kindness. We need to usher justice to others. The second thing that we can look at is the theme of the Sabbath itself, learning to rest on the holy day of God. The third and final thing that I'll mention is on the Sabbath, we need to remember that self-denial is absolutely crucial. These values are not just values for the Sabbath day, but for every single day of the week. Social kindness, self-denial, a weekly reminder that we need to do these things in our world is the Sabbath rest that God has given to us. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of the Lesson in 5. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next week, God bless you all.